38-year-old man, Velly Thwala, accused of murdering his girlfriend, Nontobeko Msithini, and Barberton Mpumalanga, will appear in the High Court in Mbombela today. The lifeless body of Msithini was stuffed in a bag that was found in possession of the accused in February last year. Newzroom Africa's Mweli Masilela is following up on the story now, joins us live from outside the court. Mweli, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. Let's just quickly get a recap of how far we are in this case and what led to his arrest.
So, Aldrin, the incident happened exactly on this day last year, the 19th of February in Barberton. That's where vigilant members of the community saw the accused actually pushing a trolley. And what led the members of the community to have interest in terms of what was happening is that there was some drops of blood along the route because it's alleged that this man, Velly Thwala, was heading to a dump site. That's where he was going to dispose of that body of the girlfriend. And according to some of those community members, they then asked as to what is it that he was carrying in that bag, only to find that it was actually the body of the late Nontobeko Msithini. And according to some of those community members, they're saying that he actually said that he was going to discard the carcass of his pit bull, but it was found to be something completely different. So this is a case, Aldrin, that has raised a lot of anger on the side of community members. That's why we are seeing today that there is a lot of police officers coming to the High Court to ensure that there's calm as this trial proceeds inside. We are expecting the proceedings to get underway at 10 a.m. I mean, people have been saying that as much as there's been talk about the issue of violence, there's been quite a number of awareness campaigns, but seemingly these incidents, gruesome incidents, are continuing to happen. I mean, here in Mpumalanga, in the past few years, we've seen quite a number of these incidents. For example, in an area called Masoi, just outside Mbombela, there is a man who actually killed or murdered about 5 women, burying them in their yard. And not so long ago, we heard of an incident in Carolina, which is quite far from here in Nelspruit, where a woman was also shot, allegedly by his boyfriend. So that is why then we're expecting, Aldrin, some community members to gather outside court to protest, to call for justice on the side of the late Nontobeko, as well as justice for the family of the deceased, Aldrin.
Is it clear as yet, Mweli, from the investigation that has been done by the police, how she was killed, what weapon was used? And also, I remember sometime last year, Velly Thwala had asked for the court to be cleared during his court appearance. What's the significance of that, if anything at all?
Well, during that court appearance, the court made it very clear that members of the public are allowed to follow proceedings. In fact, this is an open space. It's a public space. So that is why then the court or the magistrate presiding over the case at that time in Barberton decided to say that members of the public should be allowed to follow the proceedings. And in as far as the exact details of how she was killed, it's not clear at this stage, but what we are expecting, Aldrin, inside court today is that the accused is supposed to plead whether guilty or not guilty, and we are expecting that after that we'll have some more details in terms of what exactly transpired on that day, because so far what we know is that indeed the accused, according to some community members and what we have heard from the police, he was actually found in possession of that lifeless body. And also there was some community members there taking the law into their own hands. As I've said, this is quite a gruesome killing, and this is something that has been happening in quite a number of areas. So that is why then some members felt that it's high time they take the matters into their own hands, but at least the police managed to come in and intervene. That is why then, since the arrest of the accused, we know that he has been kept in custody, and we're expecting him today to either plead guilty or not guilty as he appears for trial. Aldrin.
Thank you so much, Mweli Masilela, there joining us outside the court, where Velly Thwala will be appearing a bit later on.